Good afternoon. This is the news update on Dominion Television, Ibadan. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun. President Tinubu has declared a nationwide security emergency, ordering the army, police and intelligence services to expand recruitment and deploy thousands of additional personnel immediately. He also urged the National Assembly to initiate the process of legalizing state police to tackle the escalating wave of kidnappings and terrorist attacks across the country in the past week. Meanwhile, senators and House of Representatives members criticized the federal government for negotiating with bandits for the release of hostages seized in separate attacks in Kwara and Kebbi State. The lawmakers demanded a halt to the negotiation with the terrorists and punishment for the official who ordered the withdrawal of troops from the Government Girls Comprehensive Secondary School, Maga, Kebbi State, where 24 students were kidnapped on November 17. Former Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Timi Persiva, has written to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to fix a new date to appear over alleged $14.8 million fraud. This was disclosed in a letter received by the EFCC, with Siva stating that the plan to declare him wanted was unnecessary and too early. He explained that he is undergoing urgent medical treatment for a life-threatening condition. The former Bayelsa State governor added that he is in touch with his doctors to know when it will be safe to pause treatment and respond to the FCC. Following the hitch in the People's Democratic Party, PDP, a member of the All Progressives Congress, Honorable Larry Janodu, has questioned the competence of the party in managing the country if elected into office in the 2027 elections. Janodu stated this in an exclusive interview with Dominion News, affirming that the misconduct in the party is due to the selfish interest of its members, charging the PDP members to stop faulting the ruling party for its misdeeds.
For PDP, if they cannot put their house in order, how will they put Nigeria in order? How do they want to manage Nigeria? So to me, they don't appear like they're actually serious, but they are a bunch of selfish-minded individuals. The ruling party is not supposed to manage the house of the opposition for them. They should know how to manage their house properly. And for them to be crying that the ruling party want to turn Nigeria to a one-party state, I feel that that is not a tenable excuse.
He added that Nigerians should own their decisions in the forthcoming 2027 general elections. As the world commemorates the 2025 National Nutrition Week nationwide, Nigerians have been called to adopt sustainable, healthy eating habits to improve overall well-being. With this year's theme, Sustainable Nutrition for a Healthier and Productive Nigeria, the Nutrition Society of Nigeria Oyo State chapter, in collaboration with the Oyo State government, took the campaign to the popular Bodija market in Ibadan to sensitize traders and residents on the importance of healthy living and proper nutrition. Grace Aino reports.
Bodija Market, one of Oyo State's biggest commercial hubs, became a center of health awareness as nutritionists in Oyo State, as well as officials from the Ministry of Health and other partnering agencies, stormed the market with messages promoting sustainable nutrition. The campaign is part of activities marking the 2025 National Nutrition Week, designed to enlighten Nigerians about the dangers of poor dietary habits and the long-term benefit of eating balanced meals.
Celebrating the National Nutrition Week, and we want everybody in Ibadan to be sensitized on eating healthy for a better life, because you don't have to have too much money, you don't have to have too much money to eat right. So we've been able to sensitize this environment on how to choose their food healthy along all age groups to meet their nutritional needs.
It's a whole lot of awareness about nutrition, healthy eating, healthy living. So that's the main thing we stand to achieve, and that's why we are here. Moving from UI, people from Secretariat came over and walking into the markets was for us to create that awareness of healthy eating and healthy living.
To further drive the message home, students from the University of Ibadan, Leeds City University, and Ladoke Akintola University of Technology staged short drama presentations, creatively illustrating the consequences of unhealthy feeding and the importance of proper diet from childhood to adulthood. The event also featured free health screening for traders and shoppers, including blood pressure checks, distribution of deworming drug, and nutrition counseling. Many beneficiaries described the initiative as timely, especially at a period when economic challenges are pushing more households towards cheaper but unhealthy food options.
My advice to Nigerians is that they should be deworming, because you will just notice that your children are vomiting. You will not know what is happening to them, and you see that they are drying. You will think that I'm giving them good food. Why are they still drying like this? But when you are deworming for them, you will be able to see that it is good to deworm for your children, so that they will be able to bring out the good result of the food that you are giving to them.
According to the convener, the outreach is aimed at reducing malnutrition, improving public health, and building a stronger, more productive state. Aino Grace, Dominion News.
On the foreign scene, a group of military officers has said that they have seized control of Guinea-Bissau amid report that the president, Umaru Sissoco Embalo, has been arrested. Shortly after gunshots were heard in the capital, Bissau government sources noted that Embalo had been detained. The officers then appeared on state TV saying they had suspended the electoral process as the West African nation awaited the outcome of Sunday's presidential election. They said they were acting to thwart a plot by unnamed politicians who had the support of a well-known drug baron to destabilize the country and announce the closure of its borders and impose a nighttime curfew. The United States has suspended processing all immigration requests from Afghans after an Afghan man was identified as the suspect in the shooting of 2 National Guard soldiers near the White House. The U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services said the decision was made pending a review of security and vetting protocols. The suspect of the shooting, which left 2 National Guard members critically injured, is said to have arrived in the U.S. from Afghanistan in September 2021. U.S. President Donald Trump said the attack was an act of terror, adding that he would take steps to remove foreigners from any country who do not belong there. At least 55 people have been killed in a huge fire engulfing a high-rise public housing complex in Hong Kong. The blaze stalked through 7 of 8 tower blocks in the Tai Po district. Fires are unable to control in 4, and officials hope to call the remaining blazes by evening. 3 construction company executives have been arrested on suspicion of manslaughter connected to flammable materials, including mesh and plastic sheets that may have allowed the fire to spread quickly. Talking sports, Liverpool manager Arne Slot said he isn't faced by growing calls for his dismissal, this by the Reds crushing 4-1 defeat to PSV Eindhoven in Wednesday's UEFA Champions League clash. The loss extends Liverpool's alarming slump, with the team now suffering 9 defeats in its last 12 matches across all competitions. Ahead of the trip to the Netherlands, the Reds had endured consecutive 3-0 losses to Manchester City and Nottingham Forest. Despite mounting frustrations among supporters, the Dutchman insists his focus solely on fixing Liverpool's on-field issues, not the speculation surrounding his future. You can visit our website on www.dominion.org.ng to watch us live and interact with us. You can also follow us across our social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and LinkedIn at Dominion Broadcast and X at Dominion Cast. And that ends the news update on Dominion Television. I'm Oluwayemi Adelakun saying thank you for watching and good afternoon.